to Lemon Design. My name is Marie and welcome to this video, which is going to be all about the accessory trends of the fall winter 2020-21. Yes. Hello and welcome back to this channel, my channel. If you're new here, hello, welcome. My name is Maria and I love talking about fashion, searching about it, and just being creative using clothing. Okay, without further ado, because it's going to be a long video, we're going to talk about the trendy accessories. We're not going to be talking about the purses or the shoes in this video just because they take so much longer. So let's get started. For the sake of it being easier, we're going to talk from head to toe, to toe. Yeah. Okay, so the hats. So finally, the wide brim hats are back, and there are so many different designers that decided to involve those hats in their shows, like Etra, Zimmerman, and many more. And it doesn't really matter what kind of a top you have, either like this or maybe a boater's hat, which is kind of a flatter top. All of them are go, either like a really straight edge brim or a curved brim also. There's lots of ones that have like one of the brims is like higher than the other this way. I'm super excited about this one. So the next one is the baker boy hat, or newspaper boy hat. We've already seen this in before, so you should probably already own one if you're a hat person. Also a flat cap. The whole Dolce & Gabbana show, they had a bunch of flat caps like the taxi drivers wear. There are also some knitted beanies for us to keep warm in the winter. So Versace gave us a different kind of a hat. I'm not really sure what it is because it was like black on black. And of course there is another bucket hat. How can we live without it? I have no idea. Please go away. Let's get into the headbands. So if before we had the voluminous puffy headbands, this time around, none of that. It is more kind of a crystal mania, whether it's kind of like in a floral form or just crystals all around the headband, or just a bedazzled ear muffs. Another way of covering your hair or head would be the little headscarves. They were so popular in the Dior show, like almost all of the models wore them, and there were plenty more other designers like Jacquemus, I'm probably pronouncing it wrong, and Dolce & Gabbana that showed the head scarf things. Whether they're knitted or silk, doesn't matter, as long as they're on your head. Sunglasses. I know winter and sunglasses are a little bit different, but still, I like to wear sunglasses in the winter, even if it's not super bright outside. The huge, oversized sunglasses are back. Some people are gonna love this trend, some people are not gonna be on board of it. I like it, it's a different thing. The only thing is, like, my cheeks are really big, and when I smile, like, the whole frame just goes up, and I'm not a fan of that, but it's okay, you know? There's different glasses for different people, and it's either just regular monochromatic glasses or just really bright different frames for them. We also see the smaller sunglasses, but mostly like in the same shape almost, kind of a cat eye shape. So if you're a fan of the smaller sunglasses, make sure to grab the cat shaped ones. And I think they're kind of a classic shape, so if you're thinking of getting them, might as well get in that. Let's talk about earrings. Okay, so the first trend I'm going to talk about is the asymmetrical kind of a feel where it's either just one earring, or there's two earrings but one is kind of shorter than the other, or maybe one is a stud of like the version of the other. If either like really dramatic one earring or just kind of similar but not really. I'm starting to use this trend more and more. Even if I have two earrings, I just put one of them in, especially for those heavier earrings that kind of get your ears really tired. I would just like switch it in the middle of the day just to get my ears to be kind of symmetrical too, because they do stretch out, and to give the other ear a break. Unless like I have all of my hair on one side, then I can't really do anything about it. But it is a really cool and easy thing to do, and you can use your earrings that you already have and give them a new life by just wearing one. If you did invest in some hoops, we still see them, don't worry. There's some square ones and then there's some round ones, but what is kind of a new thing is we have a little charms on them now. Charms is going to be one of the bigger things, so keep in mind, we're going to be talking about it a little later. We also see a lot of button earrings, or as I like to call them, like clips. In my childhood, I remember I would wear clips of like my mom's earrings just because I didn't have mine pierced. Yes, we are dusting them off and wearing them, and I think it looks really fresh, really new, and I'm pretty sure you'll be able to find a bunch of different like vintage things at thrift stores. So make sure to check what your mom has or maybe your grandma, and get into their little treasure chests. Out of basically nowhere, the crosses. Chanel had crosses, Dolce & Gabbana had so many crosses, Gucci had huge crosses, so that's why I'm wearing a cross. I would like to know why. I couldn't find this information online. Maybe I'm just not that good of a Googler. Okay, so pearls are classic, they're endless, and they're back. We have lots of pearls in different styles. Like Moschino, they have like weird, like not really classical versions of that. Some, yes, but others, not really. So we once again see pearls. We probably have some. We probably should have some. If we don't, then you should consider buying some. And another trend, long earrings. So it doesn't matter, kind of either asymmetrical long earrings or just long earrings to the shoulders. Either it's a very elegant like pendant earrings or just really big kind of a feathery anything. Long earrings. Here we go. Alright, so one of the fresher, newer things that I've seen on the runways were kind of like this puffy metal necklace just around the neck. Different colors, of course, different metals, like a puffy chain of some sort. So the puffiness of it, that's what I'm talking about. Yes. Another trendy necklace would be a pendant. Either it is just around the neck and like really short, or a very long one to like the belly button. Layering them. Brands like Versace, Dolce & Gabbana, Prada, they had like a necklace of some sort with a little bit hanging here or there. So chains haven't left the house at all. Like I would think that chains would be done by now, but no, not they're still here. If you still haven't gotten like a bigger chain or just a chain of any kind, maybe go for smaller ones, just because I feel like it's going on for so long, it's not gonna last that much longer. I know that, you know, brands keep pushing and pushing so people would buy. People are afraid of new things, so it usually takes people like a whole year before they actually buy a certain product, because they keep seeing it online. They're like, okay, so this is how I can wear it, this is how like get familiarized with it, and then actually get it. So chains have been here for like almost 2 years now, so just, you know, don't go overboard and buy a huge crazy chain. Maybe just an elegant chain would suffice. It depends on your style, of course, too. And another little thing, now we have little charms on our chains all the way around, or maybe just something at the bottom of the chain. Charms. Remember we talked about it? Yes, charms. So we see a lot of layering necklaces, either if it's like pearls and I don't know, a cross and something else, or maybe two necklaces paired, one shorter than the other. And another thing that is back are chokers. About maybe 2 or 3 years ago, the chokers were really big and like all the 90s things. But this time it's a little bit different, a little bit, I don't know, even like either rocker or more classy. We see chokers with layered kind of pieces, so not only the choker, but we have something else hanging too, like the Machino shows with the pearls, or we have the Anna Sue shows with little delicate things hanging off of them. So the chokers are back. If you still have yours, take it out and you can wear it again. As we talked about, crosses, so many crosses, either a huge cross like a pendant, or it's little crosses, or maybe layered crosses, just so many crosses, like seriously. So as I mentioned a little while ago, pearls are still here for necks too, either layered or just by themselves. They're kind of a classic, like timeless thing, so if you do have something like that, take it out, you can wear it now. Especially layering with a chain, I think it's really cool, kind of a contrast. Okay, statement necklaces, either they're kind of like really shimmering and bright, or they're just really big, or they're just interesting. Of course, there's always a statement something, but these ones are pretty interesting. Okay, the last one, kind of an off one, but it's kind of a body chain. This was only in one show. It was in Alexander McQueen, and I loved how they paired it. Like, because all the time before, I thought it was just kind of for bikini season, for pool parties, but this time there's an actual like lovely dress underneath and this just body chain. I really like it. I love this trend. So we see a lot of scarves, like almost any variety, a blanket scarf, or maybe it's knit of some sort, a knitted scarf, just a chunky knit, or even a sweater. So the Michael Kors has the models come out in sweater and then have an identical sweater like around the neck, or the Gucci. I think it's a sweater that's just like not worn like all the way down. So keep yourself warm. Yes, that's the motto. Keep yourself warm, don't get sick. So the next one is kind of tied to the scarves. It's the neck bows, a silky scarf around your neck, or it's a kind of a shoelace kind of a thing, just a little bow around the neck. It seems like this season the accent of everything is the neck, so make sure to wear something on it. There's even some jewelry kind of a thing that is worn under a collar, kind of a cowboy thing. Things I need to find out what the name of them are. Okay, now let's talk about belts. Once again, we're not moving away from the placement of the belt. The belt is still sitting on our tiny little waists, accentuating it over dresses, over blazers, over coats. We love it here just because we look prettier like that, especially for the hourglass shapes or kind of almost any shapes, honestly. The belt on the waistline is really good. We see a lot of really wide belts, either a huge belt buckle or just itself, even like a corset kind of a thing of a wider belt. also see kind of like a body harness kind of a thing where it's made out of belts and it's kind of around the shoulders and it's around the waist, or even higher, like in Gucci shows. They kind of have it like really up high with delicate dresses. The only issue is like all of like the smaller chested people can pull that off. Like anybody with a bigger chest, you're just gonna look ridiculous. Like it's like somewhere in here in this area. But Alexander McQueen has a better version of that for the full chested ladies, and I actually really love it. It's like, once again, the contrast of the elegant and kind of the more of a risque kind of a thing. So we've seen in the previous season ropes being worn as belts. You can still do that too, either on your outerwear or on your dresses. It's up to you. And of course, chains. Like, what can we do without chains, right? Chains are still being used as a belt form. We do kind of see them sliding to our hips now. So if you are more of a reverse triangle shape or just want to accentuate your hips, then you can go ahead and do that by putting the chain on here. If you are pear shape, you don't really want that extra tension on your hips, so might as well avoid that area and kind of decorating that area. I prefer everything for myself, and I'm a kind of an hourglass shape to be at my waist, so that is where I'm gonna keep it. So we see so many socks. Doesn't matter if it's nylon, if it's cotton socks, if it's like wool knitted socks worn with like strappy heels or sandals or just flats. So many socks. Doesn't even matter what length. So whether it's like a mid-calf or a knee-high or a thigh-high, we have plenty to choose from. So one of the most, I guess, one of those shows that proved it was the Dolce & Gabbana show. They had such a crazy variety of socks with sandals. Moving on to tights. Of course, black is always kind of the neutral zone. We've seen a lot of that, but we've seen a lot of color too. In the Prada show, we've seen such a variety of tights, basically almost a tight for every color of like the season. If you don't know the colors of the season, you can check out the video right here. I'm gonna be talking about more in depth about it. Back to the tights. So we see it either colorful, as I said, or we have some pattern, like little polka dots, or little polka stars, or like an actual pattern printed on the tight, like we see it in Anna Sue show. Gucci has a bunch of socks too, and even like some really ripped black tights. Just, yeah, wear your tights, even if they're ripped, kind of a situation we're talking about. Alright, so here's accessories that I've noticed that were kind of a noteworthy. Of course, there's some like just really kind of classical or miniature or minimalistic things. You can always wear those, but this is what something kind of newish or maybe something that's still going on that I've seen. I just want to let you know that you can like either keep wearing it or keep wearing it if you like it. Anyways, most important thing that these are back, and I'm really happy about it. Happy place. Alright, thank you very much for watching this video. If you are new and you liked it, please comment, please subscribe. Every new subscriber is like a little dance for me. If you have any ideas for me to do a video, please comment down below. Maybe check out my Instagram. And And I hope you have a great day. Stay safe, stay inside. Yeah, stay classy. Bye.